I'm your professor. My IG, my YouTube, my live classes are your digital classroom, like the metaverse. This is your digital classroom. You have to come, just like you would come and make sure you go on a date or your job, your 9 to 5, you wouldn't be late. You come to the live show and I teach it. There's no sales going on. I teach it. I'm not Brad. I'm not the sales guy. Brad is the sales guy. I'm literally, Brad hears me. I know in the back of my mind is going, he's like, what is he doing? This professor's out of his mind. He's leaving so much money on the table. But my point is, I'm in a race for insane amounts of blessings. Because at the end of the day, when I'm in front of God and it's being weighed what I did, I'm trying to get to the good place. So what I'm saying is, just give it a try if you've been burnt. $1,000. I'm not asking for more. Put $1,000 in a brokerage account. Robinhood is garbage. Robinhood is one of the biggest brokerages out there, Brad. It's big. Garbage. Do you know why?
Today in the studio, if you like stocks, you like making money, you're going to have a real treat today. Day trader professor.
What's up, Brad? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing better now that you're here.
Appreciate you. Good to see you again for the Weekend MBA now.
We're going to go to school today.
Yes.
You've been teaching economics for 9 years. You got 2 degrees in economics and history, and you simplify the complicated world of stock and crypto trading and break it down for folks that don't know.
Yes.
And that's what this show is all about. It's getting the knowledge from the people who have it to the people who need it. Now, how much money could a fella make trading stocks?
So it all depends on your account size. That's all it depends on.
What kind of return?
So it would vary on your account size. If
percentage wise.
Depend on your account size. It all depends on how much money you have.
Why?
Because the more you have, you can make a little better return. So for example, if you're trading penny stocks, not going long, I'm against trading penny stocks long. I'm all for shorting penny stocks. And if you have a small account size, that's perfect for you. The volatility in that, there's always a stock that gets pumped every single day from 80 cents, $6, or from $2, $12. You wait. There's something called support resistance. There's something called trend lines. I break it all down, Brad, in my free course. Basically, when it gets pumped so much, what eventually happens? Gravity, if I let this go, where does this go, Brad?
Down.
The higher I throw it, what's the chance of it coming down? Stronger or lighter when it comes down?
Stronger.
That's exactly how the market works. Do you see these candles on charts go aggressively up? You can come back down. So shorting penny stocks would be for someone that doesn't have such a big account size. $4,000, $5,000, $10,000. And people that are watching will probably be like, whoa, but professor, you need $25,000 for something called the PDT rule to have a margin account to be able to do that. Actually, there are brokerages out there created for one thing and one thing only, shorting penny stocks. For example, Trade Zero. I don't work for Trade Zero. I use them. They're awesome. You can mainly short penny stocks because it is hard on the major brokerages to short it like Thinkorswim or Webull. But you can. Now, if you're sitting on a little bit more money, you can blue chip stocks. You can actively trade them. And I'm not talking about day trading. Yes, I'm the day trade professor, but I'm a fan of scalp trading, meaning being able to trade for a few seconds, a few minutes. You're in, you're out from a key level at one point out to another key level daily. And it adds up. It adds up at the end of the month when you look at it, or at the end of the week you look at it. Majority of Americans are making what? $100, $150, $200, working 8 hours. Imagine, Brad, if I said that with consistency over time. I know it sounds like I'm simplifying it. I've been doing this for 9 years, so I know it sounds like that. But over time, just like a college degree takes 4 years to get a bachelor's, you have to learn the process, and then you get to this number where you can make conservatively 150, 200, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And you can make the most I've ever made in one trade was $6.2 thousand. It was roughly an hour. $6.2 thousand roughly in 1 hour. That's it.
So you're making a bunch of little hits.
Yes, base hits. So this is the problem with the day trading community. This, unfortunately, it's not the community, it's social media, unfortunately. It's people want these insane returns from the guys. Like, I know I'm friends with the big dogs. They post the big numbers, but it took them years to get to the point where they're making insane returns. It takes time. You do base hits, and it adds up at the end of the month. That's all it is. You make a little bit, adds up, and then as you get more experience in the market, you understand what you're seeing in the chart, because let's be honest, it's a lot of fast moving things happening, and you have to understand the brokerage account. You have to understand the software that you're using to chart everything, and your life that you're living around you. It's all playing a factor in front of you. So once you understand that, base hits. That's the key. Let me ask you a question. A regular Joe Schmo 9 to 5 has a life, has a wife, spouse, whatever. And they bring in $150, $200 working 8 hours. They have to commute. They get far away from their family. With trading, again, over time, eventually, if I told you conservatively, 150, 200, 30 minutes. They never have to leave the house. Would you take that job, Brad?
Sure.
But it would take you a few years to get there. Would you still take that job? Knowing you have to work for it, but you'll get it there.
Sure. I mean, I wouldn't, but I see what you're saying.
The average American that's stuck in this situation where they're like, they get away from their family. That's the thing right there. Once you understand that and you add that up at the end of the month and the year, you're like, whoa, this is pretty good. And now go to Puerto Rico. So I'm building my stock crypto trading school in Puerto Rico. I had a meeting with the politicians there. Love the idea. Why do you think I said Puerto Rico? You know any of the features of Puerto Rico? Why the big YouTubers, stock crypto guys? Why? Taxes. So if you really want to take this job seriously of trading the market, you have to go to a place that's tax friendly to you. And Puerto Rico is the best. I go there every year with my traders. We trade in my house. Again, that's where I'm building my school in a few years. You don't have to pay taxes. So every cent you make, now you're literally chain free. You don't pay taxes on that. You just have to live there. Or not even Puerto Rico. I'm just using that. There's other places that are more tax friendly to us. For the crypto trading people, there's other ways around it. But point being, if you take it seriously and put in the time, because again, I know what people are going to say. It's not as easy. Yes. So you do blue chips. Why do I tell people to trade blue chips, Brad? They move slowly. You have to learn the process. A child is not born running, crawling, walking. They stumble and they fall. They don't give up. So do it with blue chips. You know, here's the biggest problem with the market, Brad, with traders? Options. You know what that is?
Yeah.
Options is one of the riskiest, most volatile thing ever. You have so much against you. Time decay.
Break that down for the listeners.
So I don't do options, by the way. Before anyone asks, I've never done options. I'm going to be straight honest. I don't understand options. Being the professor, doing this for 9 years, I have a book on it. Yeah,
hey,
I have a book.
You get a little excited. That microphone might blow out.
Oh, I'm sorry. Should I this is my thing, Brad. I'm too loud?
You definitely get excited.
So what do I do? Like move back? What do I do?
Yeah, that'd probably work.
Like here?
Yeah.
All right. Can you see? I wrote the book on this, how to be a consistent trader. Because the thing is, I found.
By the way, he does have a book, folks. So if you're liking what he's saying, go get his book. It's called To Be a Consistent Trader. Where do they find that? How to be a consistent trader.
So my website, daytradeprofessor.com, my Instagram, daytradeprofessor, my YouTube, everything is universal. My Twitter is daytradeprof because the whole thing doesn't fit. But everything's in. If you go to my Instagram, daytradeprofessor, link in the bio. My course is free, like I said. My book, it's sold out, but I wish I could have brought you a physical copy. They all sold out. I don't have any more. My book is the first of its kind, Brad. It has QR codes integrated in the book. So as you're reading, my course is integrated in there. You take your phone, scan the code as you're reading it, and start watching my video. And these are not 40-minute videos. These are 3 to 10 minutes, less than that, simplified what you're already reading in front of your face. I wish I had some, and I'll send you one when I get the 5th edition. I'm going to Bali to write that, but yes, I have the book too. So it has the course. But going back to your original question about options, like I said, if I need to move this back now, because I get very excited about this, because I care about the trading community and I like the consistency it brings. That's why I give away my course for free. That's why when I'm on Instagram, I go live 4 times a week for free. Tuesdays and Fridays, 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Eastern for free. And by the way, I have no Discord, Brad. I have no, group chats, signals. I don't do that. My job as the professor is to teach you to be consistent. And my issue with options is this. I have nothing against options, just so we're clear. Options is not a scam, just so we're clear. People make money in options. Here's the thing. Options is one of the hardest things to understand. I don't understand it. Because here's the thing. One of the main issues that I have with options that I don't like is something called time decay. So when you buy a stock, let's say we bought shares right now. Say we had one, maybe I'll come back and we'll trade the market together. Or I'll fly you out to New York and we'll trade together. And I'll really show you how we make money as a team back in New York. If you buy a stock, just shares, and it goes down and it hits a certain level, you can get out and get some money back. With options, the longer you hold it, you're losing money. Even if the stock is going into your direction, the longer you hold it, time decay, it's eating out. Again, I'm oversimplifying it. It's much more than that, but I'm oversimplifying it. That is one of the many reasons I don't like it, because time is against you. The second you hit buy, time is against you. So for a new trader, this is the point I'm trying to understand. For those that are watching this, but I make money on options. This is my issue with options. This is my only issue. A new trader that can't even trade shares, buy and sell them, and understand support resistance in the process, they're doing one of the most complicated things, and they blow up their account. And what do they say? Stock market's a scam. No one can make money, but you did it the wrong way. You know, a lot of my students, Brad, that come and learn from me how to trade shares, penny stocks, trading it, shares. They go into options and become consistent. Why? Because you have to learn the foundations. You can't build a building with the 7th floor or the penthouse immediately. You got to start with the foundations.
So if somebody wants to start learning, what is the first step?
First step would be have only $1,000. Make sure you have $1,000. That's number one. Have the brokerage account.
Which one? Where do you get the brokerage account?
So you can use Webull is good. Webull is great for trading blue chips, penny stocks as well, but not so good for shorting. They don't have it available, but Webull is good. Robinhood is garbage.
What's the best one?
Webull is really good, and Thinkorswim. Those are the two top guys for trading the market.
Which one would you tell me to do right now?
Webull. I would tell you Webull.
So go to Webull, open an account with $1,000.
Correct.
Okay.
And then you're going to do this. You're going to read my book. You have to learn. Again, I'm going to use this example maybe multiple times. You're not going to go to college for 4 years. I have a degree in this. I'm in college for my first year. All right, now I'm going to teach everyone about economics and history my first year. Would you do that going to college, Brad?
No.
Did you went or you dropped out?
Dropped out.
Immediately?
I never went. I dropped out of high school, bro.
Yes.
11th grade.
And
learned everything I needed to know.
Be honest with you, I don't disagree with you one bit. The system, I can't talk too much about with this part now because I'm going to get in trouble. I'm in the system. I have the degrees in it. It's if I know things that if I tell you, you would click that dropping bomb button until it doesn't stop. The whole system is a scam. There's so much stuff going on behind the scenes that if people really knew, you didn't do anything wrong. You did the right thing. Coming from someone who is the professor, I teach, I do this. You did the right thing. So for those of people, I got the bomb dropped. I appreciate you, Brad. That's one. But I can't talk about it because I'm going to get in a lot of trouble. So I just really can't go too deep into that. But here's the thing. Would you go to college? Let's see, we're friends. We're going to college. We met in college, right? You're like, yo, this is not for me. I'm not making any money. You're telling me I have to sit here for 3 years before I get this degree and I make minimum for my job? What would you do knowing you are the way you are and you went for the first year?
I would build relationships.
Yes. Agree. Networking, connections. For me, I'm like, I need this degree to teach. So I dealt for 4 years, didn't make much money. I tutored in college, so I made a little bit, but I didn't make much money. Trading, Brad, is the exact same way. The problem is people want it quick because guess what? Right now, you're a millionaire. You drive a Ferrari. You have a beautiful family, a nice mansion. You could put $1 million in your account right now. It'll take 5 days. You'll get it, right? You could start trading. And you don't know what you're doing. Yes, you're trading the market. You could lose it all with a few wrong button clicks because you don't know what the freak you're doing. Right or wrong?
Right.
This is the problem. This is why there's so many studies done on this, why traders fail, why 90% of traders fail. This is the reason why they fail. They'll put money into their account, in their phone. The greatest piece of tech, and anyone argue with me on this. The greatest piece of tech in human history is this. You make so much off of this. This beautiful studio of yours. Really, it's this. Right or wrong, Brad?
That's correct.
Same thing here with the market trading. Do this and you make money. But if you don't know what you're doing, that's a problem. So, like I said, you have to learn the process. Get my book. My course is free. If you don't want to buy my book, that's fine. The secret to the universe, give back. Don't expect anything in return. I leave it in God's hand and he handles my affairs. So now you know I'm not pitching your audience. I'm not selling anything. Now we can get back to the conversation. $1,000.
So read your book.
Read the book. The book covers everything. For those that say, I hate reading books, I got you. My book was made because people said, Professor, I know you told me to read these 6 trading books, but I don't want to. I said, bro, I'll write the damn book. I wrote the book on it. In less than a year, I wrote the book, published it, it's yours, and now it's free. Go through it. It breaks down everything you need for my strategy. Everything to the T. And it breaks it all down there. So once you do that, this is the thing right here. You're going to do something called paper trading, virtual trading, demo trading. You know what that is?
Probably fake trading.
Yes. You trade with fake money in the real stock market. And people, this is the crazy part. People always DM me, and I've gotten so many, Professor, when I paper traded, I killed it. I made so much. But the second I put a real money in, I lost it. Why? Why do you think so, Brad?
Probably because you have balls when it's paper.
You got it. You have conviction. You have confidence. You're like, at the end of the day, it's not even real. It's just clicking some buttons. The money's not even mine. But the second real money's involved, you take it a little more seriously. Emotions play. And that's why mindset is the biggest. I know it's such a cliche, the mindset, but it's the truth. It really is. People ask me all the time, and I did a 300-person convention in Miami a few weeks ago, and people ask me, What is it that made you consistent? And this is it. At 19, I started intermittent fasting. I learned discipline at a very young age to cut off my water for 15 to 18 hours. No water, no food, no nothing going down in my body. I learned to control my desires. If I see a woman, I'm like, oh my God, I can't do anything. No flirting, no inappropriate behavior. I go to that level of fasting. Once at 19, I learned to do that. Over time, it was difficult. Then I learned to say, oh crap, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do drugs, I don't do any of that stuff. But I do love cookies. But I know I can't have cookies every single day. I won't look like this. So I try to do it once a month, and I do pizza once a month. I've learned to control it where, this is the point I'm trying to get to. When I'm in a trade, and I know that trade is going against me, Brad. I got in the trade and it's going against me. It broke a level of support. Support and resistance is the foundations of trading. Support is where candles hold, where a stock will stay, and you can buy if it looks bullish, it's green, it's big, you can ride it. If it breaks that, you have to get out. You know what majority of traders say? Oh, it's going to go back up. Look at the market we're in. It ain't going back up anytime soon. This is the natural cycle of the market. It doesn't always go up. Like, during COVID, I don't say the whole word, guys, the algorithm. Just so you know, I don't say the whole word. During COVID, everything went to the moon, everything to the moon. We're not in that anymore. We're in the market again. Markets change. We have to adapt to it. Majority of human beings do not like adapting. They don't like changing themselves. You have to. But with what I teach you in the book, you can. You just have to change your ways. For example, I will teach you in the beginning, you should start with blue chips. You should start with blue chips, gentle movers. The book covers that. That's the one. Then after that, short penny stocks. You want to increase your financial, you want to gain a little better percentage back in return. Again, you won't always make money. That's where the mindset and discipline comes to play, where you have to hit sell if it breaks a level of support. You have to. You have to take a little loss. Because last time I checked, Bradley, you didn't reach this level of success through multiple failures, right or wrong.
Yeah, it's like you can't split kings.
Explain that.
In blackjack.
I don't know how to play poker.
Oh, well, I mean, there's just certain rules that you just can't do. And, you don't split kings. You don't split tens.
What does that mean? Don't split tens?
Well, like if in blackjack, you're trying to get 21.
Okay.
And the dealer's obviously got cards, so whoever's closest to 21 wins without going over. Mm. Well, sometimes if you split, like let's say you have, a pair of sixes, you can split the sixes. It's not a wise move, but you can split the sixes, put more money on, and now you have 2 sixes. Mm. So you're trying to get 21. Now, sometimes people want to split the tens because the next card is probably going to be, something closer to 21. So if you have a, pair of fours and you split them, now you've got 2 bets. So that's all it means. But
Gotcha.
But you don't split kings. You don't split tens, no matter what. There's certain rules to blackjack. So that's what it was sounding like, is there's just certain rules. It doesn't matter that you're going to lose the money. You take the loss and you move on.
Yes. You take the loss and move on, or hold it and let that loss triple, quadruple to the point where you're like, damn.
I should have sold.
I should have sold when the professor said, if it breaks support, I got to do it. Because here's the thing. Again, I'm going to keep saying this, and I hate to sound like that person, broken record, because people are going to say, it sounds too easy to be true. Yes, I'm the professor. I've been, this is what I do. I'm saying it because I've done it.
How much do you make a year doing it?
I don't like talking about the financials. I used to, and I got a lot of death threats and a lot of hate, and I stopped. I used to show it all the time. I used to post it. People try to kill me. I had a guy, Christmas, I'm going to find you. I know you do events, and I'm going to kill you.
Why?
I give away free game, and people hate. People don't want to see me success. They don't want to see, who is this regular guy making this kind of money? Brad, my early days, I used to go live butt naked on the couch trading on Instagram Live. I used to go. It's true. Sorry to God.
Why butt naked?
I hate. So for me, I only do what I like to do, and when I'm home, I refuse to put on clothes. I don't like putting on clothes when I'm home. Like when I do my events and my traders come over, I have a robe on. I'm like, guys, I'm not. I can't, I'm not comfortable. So you would see me shirtless up to here, and then you would see me in bed. You see the silk sheets and everything, and then I'm turning around, showing you how much I'm making as I'm live trading it. And what do you think the comments were? I'll get one of the lives I did a long time ago, and it was going 4,000. Live on the account. I'm showing everything live, real money and everything. What do you think the comments were? Positive or negative, Brad?
Negative.
Beyond. I'm like, whoa. I don't post God is good. I have a nice home. I've never posted. If you check out my Instagram, you follow me. I have no pictures of my house. No pictures of my motorcycle. I have a $25,000 custom motorcycle, electric, one of the high-end, never posted it. I don't post any of the nice things I own because I used to post. I got nothing but attacks. I'm like, whoa, this is motivation. Nah. And you know what I learned over time? Because I'm friends with some of the big dogs like Umar Ashraf, Chris Johnson. These are big guys. And they get nothing but hate. These guys post their Lambos, their Ferraris, their mansions, and the hate is astronomical. And I'm like, whoa, I learned early on, I don't want this. Human beings want one thing. They're selfish. What can you do for me? I don't care that you made $7,000 today. I don't care if you make 6 figures a year. What are you doing for me? And that's what my page is about. My page is one thing and one thing only. There's no flexing of any kind on my page. It's a compendium, a library of knowledge on everything in my mind and charts. That's it. There's no show offy. There's none of that. Because at the end of the day, even if I post something nice, I'm just going to get attacked for it. So I stopped. I completely stopped doing that in my early days. I'm sure when you started posting your Ferrari, you got hate. I'm sure you did.
Well, I don't really post it much.
Oh, okay. Because I check your stories, you post the Ferrari.
Yeah, but not like much.
Got it.
You don't see me sitting there by it and everything.
Why don't you do that?
You just happen to see me and I'm happen to be in it.
Gotcha. But why don't you post more?
Well, because again, my content's more about knowledge transfer than it is look at what I have.
So you get it. That's what damn. We see, when I met you, I'm like, yo, I felt it immediately. We're literally the same person. Your why is the same as my why. When I was at the Weekend MBN, I was learning from you and the others. Everything you were saying, I'm like, I'm on the right track. This is on the money. Yeah. And that's my why is your why. Guys, whenever he does an event, you got to come. When I was at his event, I'm telling you, if he's going to have one, you have to come. It will literally put your life in trajectory. When I went to his event, it did one thing for me. I learned from Silva, Brad and Silva. What's his first name?
Los
Silva. These two. There was like 20 guys there. They were all good. But what I really learned was I'm on the right track on what I'm doing in life. And it guided me that I'm on the right direction. And God is good. I am on the right direction. I'm doing what I need to. And that's the secret. Just give back and don't ask for anything. Going back to it, you and our reasoning is the same. I'm not posting that stuff because at the end of the day, come to learn. I want to be known, Brad. God willing, my goal is to have the first stock and crypto trading school. I'm working on it. I went to Puerto Rico. Politicians love my business plan. Everything is work. God is good. I want to be known. Oh, damn, that's the guy who helps people make a little bit more money. I never want to be known as the guy, oh, he got the Ferrari. Oh, that's the guy who goes to the clubs and pops bottle service. Oh, he gets all the... No. I never want to be associated like that. Associate me with one thing. I learned from this guy. I was on the flight yesterday. True story. This is the first time it's happened on list, but in New York, I get recognized, but not on a plane. I'm on the plane coming here, Brad. I'm sitting in the first row, first class on the left. There's the bathroom. People are using the first. I'm reading my book. The guy comes up to me. I want to shake your hand. You helped me and my dad make extra money. I froze as I'm reading my book. I'm like, who's your dad? How do I know you? Because I always want to know how you found me. It's like you met him at a Chevrolet dealership. I said, I don't have a Chevy. I don't have a car. And I'm thinking he's like in New Rochelle. I said, I was charging my motorcycle at the electric. Chevy has a charger. And your dad was there and we just started talking. Do you see what I'm trying to say? Like that is what I want to be known for. Not, let me take a picture. Oh, your car is fine. No. Please don't. I don't talk to me about that materialistic garbage. We're on this planet for a very finite amount of time. I'm not going to be around for too long. I want to be known when I'm gone for that. That guy helped me quit my 9-to-5 job. That guy helped me make an extra paycheck that helped me buy diapers for my daughter that I was struggling with.
How many people have you helped?
I wouldn't know. I don't have a group chat or I don't have a way of tracking that. I just get the messages, people thanking me so much that my family didn't believe in me. Now I did this. A lot of people, again, I know this might sound negative, but again, it's people's, I didn't have to go to college. You helped me find what I really wanted to do. You helped my parents save all this money that I put into trading, into investing. Because I'm the day trade professor. I don't just teach day trading, scalp trading. I teach day trading, scalp trading, investing, swing trading. All of it. The only difference, Brad, amongst all of that is time frames. We talked about this in the green room. People, investing is great. Investing is great. This market is like really bad right now. It's great to invest in it. What is swing trading? Smaller time frame. What is day trading? A day. What is scalp trading? A few seconds, a few minutes, a few hours, and you're done for the day.
What do you do? Scalp trading?
Scalp trading. I love scalp trading. I invest in cryptocurrency too, of course.
Now, what's up with crypto?
The whole market's down. NFTs are down. Crypto's down. The stock market's down. Real estate is showing cracks of coming down. It's just a natural cycle.
I think the Bitcoin and the crypto space is being manipulated.
Of course.
Personally.
Of course it is. Let me tell you something right now.
Like everyone's freaking out because it's dropping. It's going to be worthless. It's not going to be worthless.
Yes.
You know why I believe that?
Tell me.
Because of something called the blockchain.
Yes.
And the blockchain isn't going anywhere.
Yes.
So if you believe in the blockchain, you automatically have to believe in Bitcoin.
Yes.
Because that's the reward for solving, putting a block in a blockchain.
Yes.
So if the blockchain's solid, then Bitcoin's solid.
Yes.
So when you see it drop like that, what is happening in my mind? And again, I'm not you and I don't study this shit. So just tell me if I'm right. I believe that the large financial institutions, the powers that be, see the writing on the wall, and they're like trying to get everybody to bail out. And when they bail out, they'll buy it all up because there's only a finite amount of
21
Bitcoin.
million Bitcoin.
So if I, JP Morgan, own them all, well, then those can go on the fucking shelf. We're back to my money. So I think they're just being manipulated so big, massive whales can go in and get it cheaper because they scare the public by selling it off. And then everybody's like, oh, it's crashing. I got to get rid of mine. So everybody's selling it off. And who do you think's buying them? I bet you it's the freaking big dogs that are buying them. And they're buying it all the way down.
So I will confirm everything you just said. Yes.
Dollar cost averaging.
Yes. So here's this is the thing, right? The media is such a manipulator. So it's such fake news. Here's the thing.
Oh, by the way, Tim Sykes the other day was here.
Yeah.
And he said that
Love Tim Sykes.
he uses the media to make money.
Yes,
because like if you do shit on Friday, media will talk over the weekend.
Yes.
And then come Monday, everybody's buying from the media. He's selling.
Shorting.
He said, you know, I heard him start rumbling on Friday. You let the weekend go by where the rumors and the hype starts. And then Monday he's in a better position because he started on Friday. So he's listening on Friday and knows through the weekend it'll grow.
I love Tim Sykes. And I exactly what you're talking about is he lets those ridiculous articles that come out about these stocks and penny stock nonsense. There's always coming out some fake news about it. And if you could get the word on that, the Bloomberg terminal or whatever, you can write it up and then short it all the way back down while everyone else is pumping in. I'm like, oh my God, I bought. He's shorting it down. Tim Sykes is a genius. Actually, I'm friends with everyone. He's the last remaining factor. Hopefully you can make something happen. That would mean the world. And I'm done, by the way. If I could get Tim Sykes to be, friendship with him, I'm done. I know everybody in the stock trading space.
I'll introduce you to him.
Appreciate you, Brad. Appreciate you. But going back to what you said about crypto, 100%. You know, it's funny when it goes up, no peep on the media. No peep. The second it gets down, Bitcoin's fake. The market's cryptocurrency is a scam. World leaders, economic heads of countries are having, this is on the news. It's in front of your face. They're having meetings saying, we got to talk about integrating Bitcoin into the economy. We have to start accumulating. Yes, you're 100%. That's what's going on. It's funny. I spoke to my father about this yesterday because he's always like, what's going on with crypto? I'm like, Dad, this is what's going on. Stop listening to the news. It's not going any. If it was going anywhere, why are the people that control the money talking about it saying we need to get more? Yes, they want to get it.
Why are they buying it?
Why they want to get it cheaper? They don't want to pay $69,000. The high of Bitcoin was $69,000 to be exact. They don't want that. First, they didn't believe in it.
What's it at right now?
18, 19,000. It's holding on support.
Still way up from where it was.
Yes.
I was told about Bitcoin when it was like $50. I think $5, but I don't remember that clearly. But I do remember the $50 conversation, and I'm like, well, where can I use it? And they're like, just other people on the internet. And I'm like, why would I give real money for a bunch of these Bitcoins and then not have anywhere to use them? They're like, dude, they'll go up in value. I said, stupid. This is stupid. You can't buy a couch. You can't buy a car. You can't buy coffee. You can't buy food. Yeah. I go, I don't want no dumb Bitcoin.
Who told you about that?
I forget.
Okay.
But then it was $600 a coin, and someone came here and wanted to do business with Lightspeed, and he said, do you take Bitcoin? And by that time, I'm like, sure. I've already had a wallet.
I've seen this wallet, by the way, guys. I've seen this crypto account.
I had a wallet, and I'm like, go ahead and transfer it over.
How much was it in Bitcoin?
Well, there was about 128 or something.
128 Bitcoin. Keep going.
Yeah, he owed me 80,000, so it was 600. Do the math, whatever that was. And by the way, when he opened his Bitcoin wallet, when it was $600, and I only saw one because I had a buddy that knows him, and he said that's one Bitcoin wallet. But when he opened it to transfer it to me, it had $16 million in Bitcoin
At that time.
when it was $600.
Whoa.
So anyway, he transferred me chump change because he had 16 million there. Fink. And it was nothing. I had another buddy of mine one time. He wanted me to run his company, but it was in Thailand. And I'm like, dude, number one, I got a company. Number two, and so he goes, well, just come over here and teach my people. And I said, okay. And I think Bitcoin was $1,000, and he sent me 100 of them. So this is back in the day. So when I hear it's 18,000, I'm still like, that's freaking awesome.
Wait, pause. I saw your crypto. Where is all this? I saw your wallet.
Dude, when it was going, well, here's what happened. So the guys told me, hey, it's going to go 1,000. It hit 1,000. He said, it's going to go to 2,000. It hit 2,000. Said, it's going to go to 3,000. It hit 3,000. I'm holding them. I'm just holding them. Well,
and seeing your account go insane numbers.
Yeah, but when it started going way up, like, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000, 11,000.
You held on still.
I'm still holding on because it's going up. But remember that last time it went up and then it started crashing.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh shit, I knew it. And I told my controller, get rid of those fucking Bitcoin. Go sell them all. Now, I think it was like $17,000 when I said that. Well, she called me back and she goes, you can't sell them all. I'm like, what do you mean? She goes, well, you can only sell a certain amount.
No?
Yes. And I'm like,
oh, this is back in the day, maybe.
Yeah. Well, again, or still to this day, if you're on not the right exchange, you don't know what you're doing. They only let you liquidate a certain amount. At least.
Oh, your account was so big. Yeah. You got to do. Okay. I get what you.
So I'm like, well, just sell them every day. And so every day, boom, it kept coming down, and I kept selling them to get out of them. And it took me probably down to about 7,000, and I sold them all except for maybe like 2 or 3.
Gotcha.
So. Then it went back up to the 40s and 50s and 60s. And I'm like, son of a bitch, I should have just held on to all those.
So let me ask you a question. If you were a hodler, hold on just hold on to it, never sell, right? Let's just say hypothetical. You had all of that. You'll be worth a little less than $1 billion.
How? With 200 Bitcoin?
69. No. I said all of them. You said you had hundreds of Bitcoin.
Yeah.
At that cheap.
Yeah.
At $60.
Doesn't matter how cheap.
You would have hundreds of millions of dollars. Let's do the math.
At the very most, I had maybe 220 Bitcoin. So do the math.
We'll do the math right now.
70,000 have been 14 million or 140 million.
Let's do it right now.
Not a billion.
Rough on average, how much do you think you paid for one Bitcoin?
I didn't pay any.
I know you got paid for your work, but roughly
600.
Okay. And how many?
Let's say 220. Because again, I got them throughout. Like there was a poker table in here that we filmed Poker VT on.
Gotcha.
And the guy wanted it with the Bitcoin. And so he gave me 3 Bitcoin for it.
When was this?
When it was $600.
Ooh. So
let's just say roughly I had a couple hundred Bitcoin.
You would have, oh, you're right. My math sucks. $15 million.
Yeah. I was going to say $1 billion.
No,
Shit,
my
dude.
math is wrong. I'm thinking future ahead when it's worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Here's the thing. You
think it will be?
Why would the guys that run the monetary policies across the earth buy them like it's candy? Why are they buying as much as they humanly can? There's only 21 million. There will never be more.
Well, they can't be buying as much as they humanly can. Otherwise, it wouldn't be dropping.
They're buying.
Dropping means people are selling.
Correct. They're dollar cost averaging in, which means as it falls, they buy a little bit. Left and right. The guy in El Salvador, the president of El Salvador, you don't know this story?
I know they went to Bitcoin as the national currency or some shit like that.
Yes, he's working on that. And he's meeting up with Latin American, South American leaders and having big meetings, and they all want to integrate it into their financial system. And IMF is pissed. The IMF is the big dog that lets these countries borrow money and they make a sick of money off of interest. They're not fans of Bitcoin. But why are all the heads of world leaders, like I keep saying, doing it? They know what the future is. Blockchain isn't going anywhere. We're the only ones stupid enough to selling it. The regular folk that are like, oh my God, no. Yes, now here's the story. So Professor, should I held on if I bought it at 50,000? Okay, now here's the conversation. You can sell at key levels of support. People, why does Bitcoin, Ethereum, and again, just so we're clear on this conversation, because I know how people are. We're talking about Bitcoin and like Ethereum. I love Ethereum. That's absolutely love Ethereum. I'm not talking about Dogecoin. I'm not talking about Shiba. I'm not talking about these BS nonsensical crypto coins that come out. Just so we're clear, you know what Doge and Shiba is, right? Those are the nonsensical BS that people have lost a lot. I'm not talking about that. Those are garbage. Those will come and go. I'll put it this way. You know what? I'll do the history lesson and the economics in one for this to really bring it in. Brad, you know when the cars first got invented, started coming out in the early 1900s? Do you know how many car companies there were?
One.
Hundreds. When the first tech came out with cars, there were hundreds of car companies. Are they all, majority of them are gone, right? You know when the first airplane tech came out and airplanes was a common thing, you know how many airlines there were?
How many?
A lot. They're not that many anymore. In the crypto space, forget about it. Hundreds of thousands of crypto coins. Go on Binance, get out of America because we have a lot of regulations. Get out of America or use a VPN. So many garbage crypto coins that come. Every day there's a new crypto coin. Majority of crypto coins will be wiped out. This is normal. This is how it works. That's what's going to happen.
So Bitcoin and Ethereum will not be.
I believe they're not going anywhere.
What about File?
File?
Filecoin.
I got to look at the chart. There's so many crypto coins out there. There's so many. So here's the thing with me. Can you trade? For those people that don't have time to trade the stock market because the stock market's open from 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, it's pre-market after hours. You could take my strategy, Brad, and scalp trade cryptocurrency. You can scalp trade these bullshit penny stocks. Penny cryptos. There's so many of them. And you can make money because the crypto market, this is the beautiful thing about cryptocurrency, 24 hours, Brad. Like I said, I'm going to go live in Bali for the summer, probably longer. I'm in Bali. No matter what time zone I'm in, I can trade crypto. Yes, the market's closed out for Christmas. I was in Egypt. I'm not shit. I can't trade. The time I wake up, the market's closed. But I got my crypto. So you can scalp trade penny crypto, bullshit crypto that's like $2 because there's money to be made there. They move very nicely. So what brokerage? Let me give you that because I see you're taking notes. For those that want to go long and short on crypto, KuCoin is the best.
Spell it.
KuCoin. KuCoin. You got that? If you're in America, because I know you're worldwide, Americans, KuCoin is international. That's number one. Americans, you have Coinbase. Coinbase is fine. You have Binance. It's a lot of international people. So you have these three brokerages you can use. But for the people that want to short it, KuCoin is awesome to short it.
Why don't you mine it?
No, I have one purpose on this earth. God put me down for one thing, to teach people how to trade the market and make money. No interest in that. Mining crypto. I have people come on my show. I do live shows. People come on, talk about it. It's great. Brad, here's the thing. God is good. I have money. I'm not putting it into, I have no real estate. I know real estate's the greatest thing you can put money in. I have one focus laser, my school. Once I get my school, all my life, everything revolves around my school. And then I'm going to have a farm close to the school, live my life, have my children, let them enjoy the farm. That's all I want in life. I want nothing else. I have no reason. People ask me, what's the gimmick here? Why did this guy give away his book he worked hard for? Why is he giving away his course? Because the secret to the universe is give back. I don't need millions of dollars. I don't have a car, Brad. I have a motorcycle. That's all I have. When the winter comes in New York, my uncle lets me borrow his car. People give me things. I don't need a car. I'm a simple man. I have one motorcycle. I have one house. That's all I have. So that's my reasoning. I'm laser focused on my goal of having a school in Puerto Rico. That's it. I want to leave that legacy behind.
What's the school called?
It's actually I have the logo. I'll even show you the logo of my school. It's called the Path to Consistency University. It has this the Puerto Rican flag. It's the emblem. It has the stock charts. It has bear bull because the market bears bulls, and then right here it has Ethereum if you can see it. Yeah, that's the logo. And then if you go on my IG, that's me meeting with the politician, the heads of I don't want to say it's on my Instagram, so it's no point of secrecy. It's Aguadilla. It's like a very chill spot in Puerto Rico, away from the city noise. I want to build it there. And these are the politicians I met with and gave them my business plan. So that's my only life goal. And I just want to teach. That's it. Nothing else is in my focus.
Why are you so passionate about that?
What did Jesus do? What did Buddha do? What did Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon them, too? What did they do? So they're not around. They died. But if they had social media, who would be damn, I should have asked you that question. Sacre bleu. Who do you think the biggest, it's too late now. If they were alive today, who are the biggest followers who have the most followers on earth?
Those three.
You got Jesus, number one. You got the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon them both, and then you got Buddha. The three greatest influencers. I don't like being called an influencer, but let's be honest, a definition, that's what Brad is. Do you like being called that?
No.
Shit, nobody likes being called that. But by definition, that's what we are.
Well, I mean, I don't mind being called it, but when people say I'm an influencer, I say in a literal term, yes, but like not like he's a social media influencer, meaning I make my money doing social media.
Got you. So differentiating in that way. Okay, got you.
But I am influential,
Yes.
I would imagine. But I believe everyone is influential. If you have kids, you're influential. If you have employees,
Valid.
you're influential. I mean, you're an influencer if you have anybody looking up to you in any way.
Valid. Going back to what you said, that's the secret. My grandma told me this right when I became a teacher 9 years ago, the professor. When you teach these kids, remember how they taught them. With love, compassion, they were good, and they had pure intentions. I still remember that story. She goes, don't be strict, don't be mean, don't yell, don't be that person. And she ingrained that in me in an early age. And that's it. That's the secret. Brad, here's the thing. I had this conversation with someone I met at a rooftop party I was in a few weeks ago. And I asked her this question. She has multiple businesses and working so hard and never has time in life. I'm like, let me ask you a question. How much do you really need to live a life? Like, real number. How much do you really need? She goes, you know what? 3 million. And I'm like, honestly, that's all I need too. And I'm done, Brad. I don't need $1 billion. I met a guy. His name is Ahmed Siddiqui. He's a big marketer. He's a big dog in the marketing world for traders. He helps them become much bigger. And he's saying, my goal, he's 20. He makes a fortune. He's like, by 30, I want to make $1 billion. I'm like, why? That's his goal. Levels. Everything in life is levels, like a video game. Life is a video game. For me, 3 to 5, I'm done. Got the school, beautiful campus, 20 dormitoriums for my students to come and live, and then my farm a few miles away. I'm done with life. I'm done. That's all I'm going to do for the rest. That's it. I'll still teach on Instagram. I'll still go live on YouTube. I love doing that. That's it. Because, Brad, life is short. Let's be honest. Do you really think we're going to wake up tomorrow? Is there a guarantee of that?
No.
So what am I doing? Gaining all this artificial money, all this. Yes, God is good. I have a lot of cryptocurrency. I do well. I'm blessed. But I don't need so much where I'm like, I got to charge for the book. Nah, Brad, your people can't have it for free. I got to charge for my course. I am on this earth for a finite amount of time. Jesus, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, they didn't charge for the Quran. They didn't charge for the Bible. They didn't charge for it. They just gave it away. They lived life simply. I live life simply. Again, they'll say, oh, but you have a $25,000 custom motorcycle. I like that. I like that. I'm not going to talk about my house. It's a 5-bedroom house, 4 bathrooms and all. Yeah. I like space. I can't be. We talked about this earlier. Why didn't I book the hotel at the weekend MBA? I can't be. I need a 2 to 3 bedroom Airbnb for me because that's just how I am. So there's certain things I like, but to a certain level, I don't need it. Is your Ferrari gorgeous? God bless you. It's gorgeous. I don't. It's beautiful. It's a piece of art. I don't want it. I appreciate you having it. Mashallah. No evil eye towards you. It's a beautiful thing. I don't need that. I just need one motorcycle and I'm done. So that's why. That's how I live my life. That's why I give away the course for free. I have people that talk to me, the biggest guys. Like Umar Ashraf is huge. You should have him on your show. He's the big dog. He has exotic cars, the whole 9 yards. And we were talking. He was at the Miami event at the Traders. We both gave the lecture. I told him my course is free. He's like, huh? Why? He didn't understand it. He's like, why is your course free? I'm like, the secret to the universe. Just give back. Brad, I'm sitting here with you. I'm a regular little guy. I'm the professor. I'm just an educator. Secret to the universe, man. That's it. That's all it is. There's no need for me to accumulate all this artificial money. For what? For what? No one's going to remember. Let's be honest. You're gone tomorrow, God forbid. What do you think you'll be remembered for? That your Ferrari, your hundreds of millions in your bank? What you're worth? What do you think you'll be remembered for, Brad?
My generosity.
Boom. You got it. That's it. That's it. And I understand that already. I don't need insane amounts of money. My father calls, he needs money, I write him a check. Sure, Dad, and you got it. It's that simple. God is good. And that's what comes back to trading. That's what comes back to. That's why I do it. That's why people say, how come you go on live 4 times a week, but you're not charging for anything? One of my friends texted me, another big guy. He goes, yo, bro, what are you doing these lives? Why aren't you asking? Why are you giving away your book? What is this? You need to learn business better. I said, I'm not a businessman. I said, this is not it. I said, if people sign up for my mentorship, my seminar, which is a 4-day trading event, and you learn from that, that's cool. I don't push that. I have that. That's the only thing I charge for. That's it. Well, the book too, but I gave that to your audience for free. I have this 4-day event where I teach you everything and then we live trade together.
When's the next one?
July. It's in July. I'm actually thinking of doing one because I dropped the video and I got DMs about when are you doing one? Because my first one was at the university in New York. I had students come and I taught them in the classroom. And then COVID was too much drama. I had to deal with why aren't they wearing masks? I'm like, you want them to wear masks for 8 hours? Why are they so close? I'm like, we have to interact with the charts. I said, I'm stopped. I moved it over to Zoom. So now I'm going to actually, you're the first one to hear about this. Wow, that's crazy that you asked this. The one is in July. It's 5 days actually because I got COVID after one of the events and I had to cancel it and I felt bad. And so it's 4 days, but the July one, I'm adding 5 because I felt bad for everyone. They had to change their whole life around for me because I couldn't function. I couldn't stand. I got dizzy. So July, I do them one every other month. But the first one, I'm working on the middle of July. I have to work on the details. Only 20 people. I don't need hundreds of people there. I know for a fact I've been teaching for 9 years. Brad, let me ask you a question. If you were one of my students and you walked into the classroom, Zoom or in person, there was 100 people there. Let's be honest. Would you feel like you're going to learn really?
No.
Why not?
Well, because to learn, you need repetition, practice, and accountability. And with that kind of volume, you're probably just listening, and that's not learning.
Exactly. So again, this comes back to my friends that are heavy hitters in the business world. They mentor me and they guide me, and I'm like, I appreciate you, but that's not the model I'm going for. But you can make so much and have your school now. This is this guy's huge in marketing. He had a meeting with me and said, listen, your potential is big. You need to cut this free stuff out and you need to start charging more and start increasing the number. And and he gave it to me in the sense I would understand. Why are you waiting a few years for your school when I can promise it in less than 2? I said, I'm 34 years old. What the freak? If I get it in 2 years, that's a blessing. That's phenomenal. Yay. But then my students will not get that one-on-one with 20 people in a classroom where I will get to you, Brad. There's 20 of you in there. I will talk to you. You have a question, it will be answered. My lessons, my seminars don't end, Brad. I don't leave. Some of them end at 3, 4 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. Because if a student keeps asking questions, the ones that are done, they can leave. They learn for the day. That lesson is done. We'll continue tomorrow. I don't leave until they're done asking my questions. You see it. You're like, oh my God, you're so passionate. Because this is what I live for. So my thing is, that's what I do. That's why I limit it to 20 only. Zoom and in person will be 20 only. I don't, it's not about the money. I want you to be able to go back and be like, you know what? I was able to provide for my daughter, my wife, my husband.
So if somebody leaves that event, are they capable and trained and ready to go?
Fully 100%. So now what they would do is they will get $1,000. They have to start again like a 4-year college degree. It will take time. You will suffer. You will be like, oh my God, it will punch you in the face, the charts. But when you fight through it and have conviction, just like going to the gym, it's not easy to build muscle. It's not easy to lose weight. That's why majority of people go to the gym for the New Year's resolution and then drop off eventually. I have a gym at home, so I don't go to the gym. But my gym going friends, they hate January. They're like, I don't want to be here. And then majority fall off. Why? No conviction. They don't have the discipline to stay longer because they go in the mirror, flex, or look at the stomach and be like, oh my God, my stomach is still there, but I went to the gym 3 times this week. No. You have to change your diet, mindset, and trading. You have to then keep pushing yourself in trading, get on the charts, understand what's going on, write down why you're failing. I have a free trading journal as well. A link in the bio on my Instagram, daytradeprofessor.com. It's free. You can download it. There's no sale pitch here for that. It's free. Just click. You journal your trades. How much you made today? Why do you feel like you did well? Well, how was your mindset? Did you eat breakfast? Did you have a fight with your spouse? Did your boss yell at you? Were your kids running? All those factors play in your trading. So once you get the knowledge the right way, the way I teach it, to consistency, then over time and you have the conviction, you believe in it, yes, 100%. I have the students I have the DMs, I have the reviews. My book, God is Good, 5 stars across the board. God is good on that. I worked hard creating that book. I took everything out of here. And when I give it away for free, I get the messages. What are you doing? People keep saying you're making big mistakes here. I said, you don't understand the formula. I am literally the anti-social media person, meaning it's similar to your page. It's not there's no show-offy here. None of the above. You can never attack me.
Pull up my page real quick while you're sitting there.
Sure.
Show me a Ferrari.
No, you didn't post it. That's what I said. You posted on your story a couple of times, but that's about it. But
I think it was in a couple of times, but it was in it. I didn't post it.
Yeah, you don't. No Ferrari. No Ferrari. Now, you ready for this, Brad? Look at my page. No
That's
Ferrari.
Right.
No
content heavy.
Content heavy.
By the way, if you guys want to follow him, at Day Trade Professor, at Day Trade Professor.
I'm Googleable too, by the way. If you want to know more about me, like everything behind the scenes, because people be like, this is too simplified, this is too good to, because everything, I'm Googleable. Just Google Day Trade Professor, separated. Pages on pages of everything about my life will come. Everything about me you want to know. Just Google me, and you'll find all my contacts, everything.
So, with $1,000, open up a Webull account, go read his book. What if they're not coming and this is all they're ever getting, but they got your book, they read it, then what?
Now they just have to start. No paper trading. You're going to demo trade. So here's the thing. If you know nothing, if you're listening to me for the first time and you've never done anything I said, and you're like, you know what? I would like another paycheck. I call trading another form of income. That's what I call it. It's like a business. You just have another paycheck coming in. You're your own boss. You put that money in. You do what you got to do. You trade a little bit. Paper trade for 3 to 4 weeks. That's it. Virtual demo trade until you have to understand, Brad, the brokerage, the stock charting. You have to properly understand that you cannot ride a motorcycle without a license. You can't. You're gonna hurt yourself. You can't drive a car without a license. Once you get that, 4 weeks only. You're not paper trading for years. You're not paper trading for months. That's artificial. No. Start with one share. One share.
So paper trade for a month. Maybe,
a month. That's
maybe
it.
2.
Not 2. 1 month. Because it gives you artificial hope.
Okay, then you start.
One share. Only one share. But I'm not making any money. This is the key part right here.
And will you eventually, start making money when you do that?
Yes. You start with one share. Don't look at the money. Look at the percentage. Brad, here's the thing. I'm known for trading with hundreds of thousands of dollars. My live scalp trading videos are there live, not real paper trading. It has time and sales. Time and sales is like the receipt. It shows when I get in and out. Exactly. And I trade with hundreds of thousands of dollars. You trade with $1,000. Let's work with it here. We trade the same blue chip stock. It went up 10 cents. I made maybe $10,000, $8,000, $9,000, $400,000 account. Percentage, let's say 20, 30%. Let's just make up a number, 20, 30%. You traded with 1,000, you made 20, 30%. You didn't make much money, dollar-wise, but isn't the percentage the same?
Yep.
What's the only difference? Somewhat.
The amount.
The zeros. That's it. Start off small. Understand that this is your discipline. This is where you're going to struggle. Be like, I'm not making any money. What was the point of this? This guy wasted my time.
Are you learning something while you're doing it?
Yes.
What are you learning?
You're learning the charts. You're understanding, if this happens, if it hits this level, that's what's going to happen. Got it. If the S&P 500, the SPY, I call it the crystal ball effect. It's like the health economy of America, the 500 top companies in the S&P. The ticker is called SPY. When the SPY goes up, Brad, majority of blue chips, the market rallies up. Why is the market rallying down, bear market? It's because the SPY is a sell-off. The SPY is coming down. So you look at the SPY, again, I call it the crystal ball effect. Whatever happens in the SPY, your blue chip, I would love one day, and I'm known for being a man of my word. Whenever you got the time, I would love for you to come to one of my events. We'll live trade together. You see me do it around my students and you, and I'll show you how to do it, and we can film it. We have a similar life with videographer following our life around. I'm a man of my word. You tell me when. We'll make it happen. I do it on a regular basis. I would love for you to come to New York. If it's possible, I know you're busy, and you can come there and I'll show you all of it. Real money with 20 of my students around in New York. And I do the nice stuff. No crappy nonsense. I always have the nicest stuff for my students. So, point being, what are we talking about? Let me go back. I want to finish that point because that was major. The percentage. That's the only difference. So all you have to do is once you look at the percentage, stop looking at the money amount in the beginning. Stop looking at the money. That will come later. Just go back to my example about college degrees. The first year you make nothing. And when you finish your 4 years, Brad, in any major job, do you start off with the highest salary? What do you start off with when you get a degree?
I don't know, base level.
Base level, the lowest amount. You eventually then get 55, 60, 70, 100. Eventually, trading is the same. But people don't see it the same. For what? For what? Because it's so easy to put money in. But that's what I'm trying to instill in my traders. The book is called How to Be a Consistent Trader for a reason. In due time. But no, I don't want to. But then you know what? You don't have the discipline. And then let me be straight here. Don't trade until you learn to master your vices. This is where it is right here. This is what people tell me that really hit them at the last Miami event convention that I did. People came up to me and said, yo, when you said that, that really clicked. Because a guy started yelling at me in the audience after I said it. It's like, oh, you want us to quit trading? Stop doing it if you have no self-control. Brad, do you have any vices? Anything you do that you know you shouldn't?
Cigars.
Cigars. How often you smoke them in a day?
As many as I can.
God damn. So See, I respect you so much, so I don't like talking what I'm about to. Can I talk straight?
Go ahead.
If you know it's not good for you, why aren't you stopping?
Because I don't want to.
Why don't you want to?
Because I like it.
But you know it's bad for your lungs, and you have daughters and a wife that loves and cares about you. Why aren't you stopping?
Because, well, who says it's bad for me?
Brad, come on. It's 2022. You know smoking's bad for you. You really going to go into this conversation?
You don't know. I know people that have smoked 100 years didn't die
That's
of anything.
genetics, Brad. That's genetics right. Playing a factor.
So that's what I got.
So you ever checked your lungs?
No.
Go check your lungs.
You don't inhale cigars, bro.
Oh, I don't know. I don't smoke. I don't smoke.
You don't inhale cigars.
So what's the point of doing? So you don't think you're breathing in any of the toxic smoke?
Well, it's probably not as good for you as not doing it.
Okay. So do you feel like your lack of...
Do you ever have ice cream?
Yeah.
It ain't good for you. Why do you do it?
No, say cookies. Use cookies.
Yeah, cookies.
I'm known for that. People actually send me, they have my address, my P.O. box. They send me boxes of chocolate. I'm known for that.
Have you ever had Crumble cookies?
Is that a brand? No.
Well, it's a spot where you go buy cookies.
Here?
Crumble.
Is it good?
Frick.
Okay, I'm down.
It's the best.
Thank you for telling me. There's a spot in New York called Chonky Cookies. I know the owner. She's awesome. If I could have... Brad, when you come to New York, I got you. I'm going to take you to the best spots, the best steak spots, everything. Chonky. So I want to have them every single day, 3 of them. Every day. I have them once a month. I pull up. She wants to give it to me for free. I said, Heather, stop it. Once a month. Disciplined. I'm disciplined. And I have to tell people, stop sending me cookies when they DM me. Professor, I shipped it. I said, why did you do that? I have my traders, when they come and visit me, bring me boxes of chocolate and cookies. That's my vice. That's my only vice. And if it's in front of me, one time, one of my traders, Christine, she came in from Hawaii, brought me Hawaiian chocolate, Hawaiian cookies, this big, enough to last maybe a month. Ate them in one sitting. But then for the month, I'm not touching any sweets. So I'm disciplined enough to know that when the trade goes against me, Brad, I'm not taking the trade. So if you don't have that discipline, so going back to the trading part, stop trading, figure out write down your vices. It's the first thing I do in my training when I teach at the seminar. What are your vices? If you can't stop these vices, I'm going to be straight trading. You have to take a break until you control your vices. If you know that you shouldn't be eating sugar every day, you know you shouldn't be smoking every day, you know you shouldn't be putting in 6 tablespoons of sugar in your coffee, take a break from trading is not going to work for you. This is the problem. Majority of human beings are not disciplined enough. And how do you fix that? I spoke about it prior. Start intermittent fasting. Talk to your doctor, of course. Start intermittent fasting.
That's what I always say, dude. Like, you can't even control what you put in your mouth. How are you going to control anything else?
If you can't control what you put in your mouth, you wonder why your finances are so bad. You reach this level where you are as a human being in this world of billions of people to reach. Now, you're not even 1%, by the way. I've done the math. People are wrong. You're in the fraction percentage, 0.00, believe it or not. So this 1% stuff is garbage. You're less than 1%. That's how high you've made it in this world. You dropped out of high school. You came from a single family home, right?
No, not really. I had a stepmom.
Stepmom. You came from a situation that was played against you. Look where you've reached. That was all through what? Let's have a serious conversation. What was the one thing that caused you to be the man you are today?
My ability to sell.
You're disciplined to stay when the sales weren't working for you. Didn't you have days where sales didn't work in the early days of Brad Lee?
Probably. But again, my discipline was lacking for a long time. I don't think there's any one way to get rich.
No, there's not one way to get rich.
There's undisciplined people doing well financially, but they're not going to do well in other areas.
Yeah, that's it. You said it. That's what I'm trying to say.
You got to have discipline. Lately, though, my discipline is focused. Meaning, you just saw me eat.
Yeah. It was great. Chicken breast and cucumbers.
Yeah. And the other night I'm out with a buddy, and normally I'm working out about 9, get home around 11. I'm going home at 11:30. Everyone thinks, well, you're just going to not work out tonight. I freaking got home at 1:30. Why? Because there's no more question. You have to have that discipline to raise your self-worth.
Yes.
And I always tell people, if you want to raise your net worth, you just raise your self-worth.
Yes.
And then the net worth follows.
Yes. That's all.
And discipline is what does that.
That's what I'm trying to say. So if you're struggling with trading, if you're watching this right now, I'm going to talk straight to you right now. Is that okay?
Yeah.
If you're watching this right now and you've never tried it, beautiful. I'm glad, because I love when people just find me first and they go through it the right way. But if you've been burnt, you thought the market's fake, you did options, you did whatever you did because you chased penny stocks, you listen to group chats, signals, all of that. My live shows are free on Instagram as well. So when you get the book, by the way, this is the key part for those watching. This is key. I'm your professor. My IG, my YouTube, my live classes are your digital classroom, like the metaverse. This is your digital classroom. You have to come, just like you would come and make sure you go on a date or your job, your 9 to 5, you wouldn't be late. You come to the live show and I teach it. There's no sales going on. I teach it. I'm not Brad. I'm not the sales guy. Brad is a sales guy. I'm literally, if Brad hears me, I know in the back of my mind is going, he's like, what is he doing? This professor's out of his mind. He's leaving so much money on the table. But my point is, I'm in a race for insane amounts of blessings. Because at the end of the day, when I'm in front of God and it's being weighed what I did, I'm trying to get to the good place. So what I'm saying is, just give it a try if you've been burnt. $1,000. I'm not asking for more. Put $1,000 in a brokerage account. Robinhood is garbage. Robinhood is one of the biggest brokerages out there, Brad. It's big. Garbage. Do you know why?
No.
Low execution speed. Say we're trading, you come to New York, you come to my trading. No one's using Robinhood to scalp trade the market. The stock is 950. We're trading, it's going up. It's 952, 954. You see it at 955, you want to hit buy. By the time you hit buy on Robinhood, it's probably 958, 959, 960. Slow execution speed. Robinhood, people, please get off of it. It's garbage. For investing, it's fine. For investing, it's perfectly fine if you want to invest. It doesn't matter about the exact price amount. And when you want to sell, you get the lower amount. So it screws you both ways. Webull, much faster. Thinkorswim, much faster. For people that want to short shorting brokerages, Trade Zero is great. Oh, one of the key questions I know people are going to ask. So I'm trying to knock out all the questions in my head that I know that are going to be asked in the comments or to me. Professor, I don't have $25,000. All right, let me talk to you right here. There are ways to get around the PDT rule, pattern day trader rule. The PDT rule, you need $25,000 to do unlimited trades. By the way, that's called overtrading and dangerous. You should not be taking more than 2 to 3 trades a day. But there's more money to be left on the table. Brad, let me ask you a question. I'm not a gambler. I don't go to casinos. If you go to the casino for 8 hours, is a higher probability of you making more money or losing money?
Lose.
Why is that?
Because the odds are against you.
Their odds are against you the longer you're in there, correct? The stock market's the same way. In the casinos, you go, play your game, make the money, and do what?
If you're smart, leave.
Exactly. So that's what I'm trying to tell you guys watching this. When you make the money in the market, 3 trades, yeah, I take 2 to 3 trades a day, long, short, whatever it is, usually go long. So I take the same stock. By the way, my strategy, I didn't even tell you my strategy. I get 3 blue chip stocks that follow nice trends, go nicely up, nicely down. When I mean nicely, meaning it doesn't go $12 up in the blink of an eye and you're like, what just happened? Because if it's going up $12 in the blink of an eye, blue chips, it'll come down just as fast. Moves $2, $3, $1.50, gentle. I put in $100,000, $200,000, make $8,000, $9,000, $10,000, and I'm out. Quick and easy, fast. That's simple as that. And then
how long does it take?
20 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, depends on how volatile the market is. I don't trade at 9:30 because when you trade at 9, that's what time the market opens. It goes shoo, shoo. I wait at least like 9:36. It's still fast then, but for those watching Eastern Standard Time, guys, I'm from New York, Eastern Standard Time, Wall Street time. If the perfect time, again, you don't trade time, you trade the chart. But the market calms down around 9:50, 10 o'clock, 10:15 a.m. Eastern Standard. Calms down meaning it moves gently. But when you get to a level of intermediate to pro level trader, you can trade at 9:35, 9:36, catch the move and you're out. Catch the move and you're out. And if you're content with $200, $300, $400, $500, you don't need much money for that. You don't need much money. So going back to the pattern day trader rule, that's actually your best friend. So for those that are saying, I want to take a few more trades, I got you with the formula right here. Do a cash account, open up a Webull account, open up Thinkorswim account, $500 in there, $500 in there. Now you extended your amount you can trade because now you're in 2 brokerages. So there you go. That's one of the tricks you can do. There's many ways to get around the system. That's if you feel like it's holding you down because people think that's to hold you down. And I'm going to be honest with you. I love the pattern day trader rule. It prevents you from trading too much because I know people that take 20 to 30 trades a day. That is next level dangerous. And I'm highly against that. 2 to 3. If you get 2 good trades, you're done for the day. You're happy. Get out the house, walk, shut off the computer. Do not sit there looking at the charts till the end. You're going to take a trade. And if you had a bad trading day, 2 to 3 hit you bad, stop. Because if you stay there longer, you're going to try to keep going to get your money back. Your mindset is already shot. You're already saying, oh no, I have to get that back. If I don't get that back, I have a problem. Now you're down thousands of dollars. Shut it down. When I have a bad day trading, I lose money too, by the way. It's not always up. So when I lose on trades, I go take a nap. And I come back like, okay, we're good to go. And then I open up my trading journal. Again, like I said, it's free. I write down, what did I do right? Oh shit. those people messaging me about all this. I have a lot of fake accounts. A lot of people pretend to be me. I have 15 a month. And people keep DMing me. And this is the only thing that I hate about Instagram. Is this you? Is this you? Scamming you for Bitcoin. Is this you? I'm like, that's not me. That drives me crazy. So for me, taking a nap always helps. And then I feel a lot better afterwards if I take a bad trade. I don't go back and trade more. I'm like the next day, I'm level-headed. I'm clear. I saw what made me feel bad. Usually, the biggest reasons I lose on my trades is my lack of sleep. Because my mind never stops. All I want to do, Brad, is create content. I was in Egypt for Christmas. I hired a team of videographers when I land. I got the best guys. I'm like, I need this. We're on the pyramids. It's on my Instagram. We're shooting content. The pyramid's right behind me. We're in the Nile River. I'm talking about Matic, Ethereum, as I'm talking to the boat driver. I love this type of stuff because I know it could break. Because I want people to have what I have, where you wake up and you're happy for your day. We're on this planet to be happy, not miserable. I know you don't have to say name, but I know you know. I got a second bomb, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you, man. I know you know ultra wealthy people. Are majority of them happy, or I don't know if they talk to you about these things, but what do you think the ultra wealthy you're ultra wealthy?
The ones that I know are happy.
And do you think that money is the key to the happiness?
No.
What is it?
I think money is a tool.
Yeah. That's what I'm here for. I'm giving you a tool to be able to ease the suffering in your day-to-day life. A little less. Because would an average American not mind an extra $200 a day? In your house, clicking 2 buttons for maybe an hour?
That'd be good.
That's all I'm going for. I'm not sitting here saying you're gonna make $1 million at the end of the month. I'm not that TikTok guy that everyone on social $1 million you can make. I took $2,000 and turned it into $4 million. By the way, no offense, I'm friends with those people, but I have no offense, I'm not that guy. I don't believe in that system. This is giving false hope, false reality to people this is like an alternate reality. That's not how it works. I'm trying to tell you that conservatively, if you listen and you start off slow, start off with a couple of hundred and you can increase that to more a day, which will add up to an extra 5, 10K a month. An average American, that's what they don't even bring that in. What average American, Brad, brings in 10K a month? An average American. None. All I'm trying to say is start small and slowly and get yourself disciplined. That's all I'm trying to say. That's it.
I think you did a good job saying it.
Thank you, Brad.
With enthusiasm.
Appreciate you.
Folks, go follow him at Day Trade Professor. Go get his book, How to Be a Consistent Trader. You can find him on his website, daytradeprofessor.com. Appreciate you coming in.
Of course, Brad. You mean the world. Blessings.
And as always, folks, until next time, keep it real.
My name is David Hutton. I've been with Professor since my first class was September of last year. This is my third class I've been to. My experience in these seminars has been pretty powerful. The first time I came here, I didn't know really anything about trading. I had got his book prior, and I devoured that, watched like all of his YouTube content, and I was trying to learn as much as I could. Still learned a ton at this seminar. Basically what this is like the book times 10, times 50, I don't know. He just goes through the book and really breaks everything down in a ton of detail. Also answers everybody's questions, like won't move on to the next topic until everybody's questions is answered. That was my first experience. Then I came to the live trading event he did in December, which is a totally different experience. You can't come to one of those until you've been to an event like this, which is just the regular mentorship event. The live trading event is really in depth because you watch him trade and you trade with him and you do it for like a whole week. So that was my second time and I learned a whole lot there. That one was shorting penny stocks. This last event that I just attended for me was a real wake-up call for my mindset. In September, it was all about nuts and bolts for me. That's all I cared about. The first day at this seminar is all about mindset. And that first day I was just kind of like, I got it. Like, whatever, mindset, cool, I got it, I'm good. I just want the charts, give me the charts. And that was like all I cared about. And now that I've been trading, I've come to learn that your trading, you can learn all of the nuts and bolts. Your trading is going to be a direct reflection of who you are, your discipline, your mindset, and your emotions, and how good you can handle those. That's all it is. And that's what I came to learn is like the mindset part is the most important. You can learn the charts, professor can dial you in on levels. That's great, you need all that. But what you need more than anything is all the mindset topics he teaches. Because once you're out there by yourself trading, it's a whole different ballgame. But once you quit paper trading and you're trading with your real money that you worked hard to earn, it's completely different. And you need to learn that mindset stuff or you're going to fall on your face every time.
Meeting the professor for the first time, first impressions to see how you expected he would be.
I absolutely love this man. I'm just going to go out there right now and tell you, I'm in this man's corner and I will be forever. Professor is just an amazing person. You know, the energy you feel, I know you feel the energy coming through the camera because I felt it the first time I ever watched him. That energy you feel is even multiplied even more in person. He's the same guy. I absolutely love him. He's honest as the day is long. He will tell you the hard things, tell you the hard truth. He's not afraid to get in your face a little bit and tell you what you probably don't want to hear. And he doesn't care what you feel about that because he's just telling the truth. I love him. He's a super generous guy. He's just the real deal.
Is there any message you want to say to the professor? Because he is going to see
Professor?
this. Yeah, to him directly.
Okay. Professor, I love you. I thank you so much for what you do. Thank you for pouring into us always. And I'm going to be in your corner forever. And you guys can edit this later, but if you're on the fence about this, I don't know how many more of these freaking testimony videos you need to watch. Like, how many more testimonials are you going to watch? How many is it going to take? Like, are you going to make the investment in yourself, in your future, in your kids' future, in your family tree? Or are you just going to keep watching these videos back? Well, maybe the next one will convince me. Maybe two more. Like, how many more of these are you going to watch? You got to make the choice.
To class, what are you doing? Sit down, let's go. The book, get your notebook. We got work to do right now. Listen, if you want to sign up, come to the mentorship. Guys, what do you think? Learned a lot?
Not.
Pull up. Listen, but you're late. Let's go. Page 33. Help him, Sam. Page 33 right here. That's the page you need to go in the book, right? Some people. So let's go. Get the notebook ready. Page 33. Click down below. Make it happen. I'll catch you in class. Boom.